Today has been a pretty chill day here at the house, and I was using it to scrub my carpet. As I mentioned in previous videos, I work as a restaurant manager. I actually am in between that job and a new job right now. But because of that, I would have a lot of grease on my shoes, and I would get really black grease all over my carpet. So today I'm going to be mixing my own cleaner and showing you what I used, and here are the results that I've had so far. Now, one thing that I have noticed about this is I do have orange spots in my carpet right now because the cats, when they eat orange cat food and then they barf on the carpet, if you don't immediately scrub it up, it just stains your carpet green. So I'm sure that with this you can also mix bleach. I know this whole thing about this is not doing a lot of chemicals, but I am a super duper bleach person. And some of this does have chemicals. What I've done is there's actually two and a half-ish different things that I had seen online or heard different people would use to clean, whether it be their carpets or whatever it was around the house. And I just combined them because at the time I was desperate and I wanted to make sure whatever it was I was cleaning at the time came clean. So I actually mixed it in a vodka bottle before I remembered that I had a spray bottle here at the house. Just threw it on out of the vodka bottle and it worked like a charm. So real quick, I'm going to show you how I mix it. I don't have exact measurements because a lot of the measurements online are from like a gallon or something like that. And you know what? I just eyeball things and it works out just fine. So that's how I do things. I'm sure as competent men and women, you guys can do the same and it will work out okay. But we'll figure it out. Okay, so the things that I use, there is the typical dishwashing soap. I get one of the cheapest kinds that smell good. Smells like apples. I do use baking soda, of course, because who does not do any type of cleaning without baking soda, and white vinegar. This just so happened to be the type of white vinegar I had laying around. A lot of people say that it has to be distilled or undistilled or this and that. I don't worry about that. Another thing that I use that a lot of people don't even think about because they're not even aware about, I have a charcoal bath soap, and it has activated charcoal in it. I get it through a company called Perfectly Posh. You can research them online and find a consultant near you, or you can just order it online. And they have a lot of really good, healthful products that don't have a lot of chemicals or a lot of ingredients in them. I no longer get a lot of my stuff through them because I now have my friend Casey who makes them for me. And I will leave her link in the box below because she is amazing and she can make anything that you want. If I want bug spray, she makes it. If I need something for my armpits because I don't wear deodorant, she makes it. So she's amazing. But yeah, this smells, if you do want to do this though, I think it's about $8 or $9, I think, per bar. This is only half of a bar. And I've been using shards of it and I absolutely love it. It smells super clean. I would use it in the shower, but I used to sell for Perfectly Posh, so I have where I was just cutting pieces off of it for people to try. It also gets off like permanent marker if your child gets permanent marker all over their face. But what I'm going to, usually what I do is I put hot water in this and first mix it. But because I'm this time going to be adding this ahead of time, I'm going to go ahead and just put some vinegar in there. I'm going to try to do it over my sink. Nor my dirty dishes there. Not everybody gets to those ASAP. Okay, apparently everybody but me does. Okay, I'm not going to put a whole bunch in there, but I do want quite a bit because I have a pretty big spot that I'm going to be cleaning. And I can always add more because it's just the vinegar. I have a smaller neck that I'm... This, oh man, this is not gonna work. Sorry, I was not prepared. Okay, baking soda. I'm gonna make a mess. I'll have to clean it up after. This is a lot smaller than the vodka bottle, so not very. You know what? Let's just do this. And of course, you can hear it fizzling and sizzling in there. Woo! I put too much in there at one time. How did I not know that? I mean, I knew it was going to happen, but how did I not think about that for the video? But I don't like editing these other than putting stuff in it. This is the real deal of what really happens. So I'm going to go on and put some dishwashing soap in there. I don't like to use a lot of dishwashing soap because I just don't want a whole bunch of soap on my carpets. But I actually was just using some dishwashing soap earlier and it worked really well, so. That was hilarious. I can be so ignorant sometimes. I'm just cutting off, well, I was trying to cut off a shard of it, but it turned into more of a dusty looking. So I'm just cutting off like little bits like this, throwing them in there. In order to get that to really go in there good, I'm going to do some shards and little crummy things. I'll pick those up and put them in there. You've got to use like really hot water so it'll mix really well. It's a good thing you guys cannot see my counter right now because I'm making a mess. But I don't believe in doing projects and not making a mess. That's just me. Alright, so what I did last time was I actually boiled water in my tea kettle to get it super, super hot and then poured in there. So I think I'm going to do that again this time. So bear with me. So this water is pretty hot right now. And I put some more vinegar in this so that it would have... Oh, sorry. Look, this is the best part about these videos. I do not plan what I'm going to really do, as you can tell. And I do not plan what I'm going to say. I am 100% a candid person. And I think the reason it didn't do this last time was because the order I put everything in, I think it helped neutralize the vinegar a little better. And I'm going to try to do this without burning my hand. Now, the importance of having really hot water in here is because the soap that's in here, where it's solid, it's not going to really dissolve and be any benefit to you. So what I did last time, but I actually wanted to show you guys the soap and everything. What I actually ended up doing last time was I mixed it in hot water ahead of time because originally that was all I was going to use. And so I mixed it in the hot water, swished it around a whole bunch, and then I left it overnight, actually probably longer than overnight, and then put it in another container. And it was then that I added the vinegar and the baking soda to it. So, like I said, I think that's probably a lot of why it didn't explode into a volcano, even though I was way more careful that time. You can still see some chunks. I want to get some benefit out of it, so. But for this video, I'm not going to wait overnight like I did last time. So, let's go scrub some carpets. So this is my darkest secret in my house. But it's not much of a secret because, unfortunately, as soon as you walk in my front door, you see it. This, the way my front door is, you can't not step on this part of the carpet before you're taking your shoes off. So this is what everybody steps on before they take their shoes off, and this is what everybody sees. And it is horrendous. You can actually see some marks right here. That was from my little mixture in the vodka bottle. But my rag got so dirty I couldn't even finish cleaning it. But what I found out is instead of going to the store and buying new utensils and new cleaning products and wasting all kinds of money, instead I used what I had. So as a restaurant manager, they were getting rid of one of the types of cleaners we had. And a whole bunch of these were going to be thrown away. So I snatched some up and gave them to some of my employees. And then as housewarming gifts, I got a whole bunch of these. So since I have several of them, there's probably got cat hair all in it from where I've already been scrubbing carpets. I got several of them, so I didn't need one. So it works perfect on little spots in the carpet. So let me see if I can get this to sit up here. Oh no. That was a no-go. Okay, so what I want to do is I actually just want to get just one little spot, but I'm trying to do it kind of heavy in that one spot. I had a lot more dishwashing soap in the last batch, so it foamed up a lot more, but the only reason I really want it to foam is so you can see where I'm spraying at. And I just scrubbed my little heart out. So I'm going to keep spraying and scrubbing, and I will show you guys the final result. Well, one thing about this particular spot that I decided to save and show you instead of the other spot I should have taken before and after photographs of, is this is a very deep spot. I have lived here for 2 years and came in the door every single day with greasy shoes and stepped right there. So, I got tired of scrubbing because I've already scrubbed like every single little black dot on my carpet today. And this is what I'm left with. It looks a little darker from this angle because I was showing you a different angle. And it's also a tad darker because it's wet still. It is sopping wet. But I mean, you can see the white streaks, whiter streaks going through it. And it's really not that bad compared to what it was. And as you can see, I've already gotten this turning black. I brought in some water to try to rinse it off in. But, you know, we're getting some progress. In the meantime, I'm going to find you another smaller spot and show you how it works on smaller spots. My steps are kind of the same thing. I'll get little spots on my steps from where I would like run up my steps with my shoes on and then remember, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. So, I probably need to vacuum them too. We're going to go ahead and spray this little bugger. And I'm not left-handed, so I'm going to attempt to scrub left-handed. Now, these little spots are so much easier because they're just on the surface. And being just on the surface like that, I mean, it just comes right up. And, of course, it looks dark right now because it's wet, but, I mean, it's already gone. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. Let me try to dry it so you can actually see. I think that part of my carpet might be cleaner than the rest. I mean, that's how quick and easy it typically works, but like I said, this spot that my cats keep going into now, I'm probably going to have to scrub it a little bit every day. So thank you guys for bearing with me. This is probably a cleaner that a lot of people have heard of but just never thought to try. I'm all about using what you've got and not going out and buying 20 different things because you have to have this or you have to have that to clean this or that. So I've been trying to find different things around the house to clean with, and that's what I've found so far. So if you guys have any ideas of other things I could try or suggestions or helpful tips, I love helpful tips. Just let me know. So I don't have anything witty to say, so bye. Bye, y'all.